Where y'all at? What up, Denise? Can you hear me?
Wait, are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
Right now. Can you hear me?
I wonder if it's my. I can't hear you, but it's like mad low.
Can you hear me, Nikki?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear either
Okay.
one of y'all yet.
All right, let's see. Well,
What am I missing? I guess I'm doing something wrong. I can't hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it's kind of low, but
It is a little low. Mine's kind of low too.
What's going on? What am I doing? What am I missing?
Let's see. Let me make sure everything's turned up. Turned up here.
At first, I thought it was y'all, but if I can't hear none of y'all, then it's probably me.
now you sound loud.
You look
Mm,
loud.
all right, I'm freaking lost because I can't hear y'all. What am I doing? What am I doing?
That.
So, Nikki and Denise, can y'all hear each other?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, crap. Oh, okay. All right. I did the same thing last time. All right, I got it.
All right, bet.
All right, got you. How goes it?
Our dudes, how's the dudes? How's the dudes? How's the dudes?
Do's what it does. I was wondering, I'm like, where y'all at? Y'all know I can hold a conversation with myself. I've been doing it for my whole life.
You should look. You've been doing it for weeks.
I really can. I mean, I'll be like, damn, I can go like an hour talking to myself easily.
Oh, look, Q on there again, just talking and talking. The Q,
You know why? Usually when all this, all the time I did free thinkers and meeting other minds, when you moderate, you don't talk as much. Like I really don't give my opinion as much as I would if I was just talking. So I'm like, oh, and then when I start talking, I'm like, oh shoot, I can just go. So
I mean, but that's the whole point of this thing, right? Like that's the whole point, is to be able to have a place to talk and get people involved in conversations that we might not have access to, right? So
Denise, is that water you drinking? Hey, Stacy. You're supposed to have some wine or vodka or something.
Why?
Cause 9 o'clock, end of the day.
Oh,
I do.
All right, so I'm gonna ease on into this. So, Stacy, did you hear about the 3 topics that we proposed for this meeting?
Yeah.
So, which one stood out to you the most? I'm not saying we're gonna talk about that directly first, but which one stood out to you most?
Well, let me come back here. Hold on a second, because I've got it right here. What do you mean by a little Jada Pinkett baby?
Not like a physical baby. I'm just saying, baby. You know, we've been talking to Jada Pinkett, baby.
You talking about that man that shouldn't have said shit?
Oh, tell us how you really feel.
He got in his feelings. He got in his feelings. He got hurt. Something happened. He got hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
he's salty. That's what it is.
Something happened. He got hurt. Shit happened. He got hurt. He didn't hold up his end of the fucking bargain. Baby.
You know, like look, because
so that sounds like that's gonna be a quick topic, because I think everybody on the same page with that.
I mean, that's the thing though.
Like if you say Jada Pinkett, I said they gonna jump in this one.
and if you're like, look, if you're poly and you've got the blessing of the husband, there's an implied and maybe even like formal contract of confidentiality. In a lot of those situations, he should not have said shit. Like, period. He should not have said shit. It doesn't matter. Like, Will Smith and Jada have been very private about their stuff, but they've also been very open about their stuff, that their stuff is their stuff and mind your business. Like, whatever. He shouldn't have said shit.
Yeah, he broke the rules. He definitely broke the rules in that situation.
Right? Like, if you're poly, you don't, and especially if you're like, if you know what I'm saying?
But do you believe that they were poly, or I mean, does that make them poly?
No, that means Jada and Will were poly, and he didn't understand the rules of the game. First, it made me I wanted to start a whole book after that. Like the side chicks, side dudes, you need to understand the rules of the game. First of all, you don't have any business falling in love with somebody. You're never gonna be the main, so why would you fall in somebody? But he thought in his mind, he thought they were gonna be in love and be together forever.
They gonna tell you that you can't help who you fall in love with, but god damn it,
you gotta let me in on this.
Fire, you might get burned.
Listen, poly and side piece are 2 different things.
Break that down for us. Explain that to me, please.
Things. Right?
Way different things. They're not the same.
Poly is open, honest. Everybody knows what's going on. There is consent. There are adults that are choosing to live that lifestyle. Side piece, that bitch knows her role. Excuse my language. I got some feelings about the side piece. Okay.
If she knows she's a side piece,
hold on. Can't you be the side piece in a poly?
She knows. Sorta. Not really.
He seemed like he was the side piece in a poly.
No, because he knew what was up. Will knew about him. That is not a side piece. A side piece.
And he knew about
But a side piece is almost always a
secret.
Doesn't
that just make them an open relationship?
Well, help me understand. It sounds like everybody was supposed to know their role. It wasn't no secrets from any of the.
That's what I'm saying. And so when that's the case, you keep that shit in the family. Like, why do you, like, if everybody knows what's up, where's the scandal? Why is it anybody's business?
Because one person, the person who ain't allowed to catch feelings, got feelings.
All irrelevant. A side piece, and I don't want to sound disrespectful at all. And I'm
teach us the game. Teach us the game.
I'm saying this, male or female. A side piece knows their fucking role. They know what to say when the first lady or the first man calls up. They know. They know not to admit that shit. The side piece have it's a different thing, and I can't get down with it. And forgive me, I cannot get down with. I'd rather, like, look. Poly is fine because everybody knows what's up.
That's an agreement. That's an agreement.
We're all consenting adults. That shows respect. That shows respect because then I can choose whether or not I want to participate or not. A side piece, that's a bitch. Man or woman, a side piece is a bitch because they don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about the person they're fucking. Excuse my language. They're going to get what they can get from them while they're there because they understand that arrangement as well. They know if anybody says anything, I'm going to deny it to my death because that shit is not.
Their currency is a lot less. They have a lot less to lose in that situation. So who gives a fuck? I think a lot of times in their mind.
I'll go get another one.
Yeah, what is you? You not my problem.
Look, at all. Like, that's why
you go deal with your wife, or you go deal with your husband, or you go deal with your situation.
Exactly. A side piece has no obligation to anything.
That's not what I don't think that's what August was by no means.
This was a poly relationship, an arrangement, and he violated the trust.
I'm confused. He sounds like a side piece to me.
But he's not. If Will knew about him, and if Will gave the blessing, and if Will is also out doing stuff that Jada also knows about and blesses, they are in a poly relationship. None of that shit is our business. I want to keep saying that. saying that.
Was he not the side piece though? Even still in a poly, he's not on the same level as a husband and wife. So how is he? He's not equal. Well, at the end of the day, they gonna still be together, and
You're correct. Which is also why he needed to keep his fucking mouth shut.
Okay, but Stacey, let me go back. I'm trying to understand this. How is he not even how is he not a side piece?
He broke the rules.
Listen, I'm not saying what he's saying there, Nikki. I'm not saying he's not a side piece.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I got
you. He's in a poly thing. He's got the blessing of everybody involved. It's consensual. There is absolutely no scandal to it. Both of the adults in that marriage and that relationship, Jada and Will, were like, "Hey, Jada, you can go do what you want with this little boy."
Okay. Ooh, and I'm about to go there, so y'all already know where I'm about to go there in a second. Let me make the statement and see if I got it right. Stacey and Denise, y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong. Jada and Will are in a poly, and August is the side piece in their poly. Is that right?
He became a side piece when he opened his mouth.
He wasn't a side piece before that?
So this is what I think. This is what it is. So Quentin,
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
You low a little bit.
Let me turn. Hold on. Let me turn one of these.
I hear you fine.
You can hear me?
See, I personally don't know enough about the polygamist dynamic other than I know that it is an agreed upon sexual relationship with other people outside of your primary relationship. I don't know if they're poly because I don't fucking know, but I do feel like it's an open relationship, and somehow a rule to an open relationship was definitely broken. And I think a lot of people do enter into those things with the expectation of I can control this. But if people start catching feelings, which we're humans, we're going to,
and that's Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, my God.
I mean, okay, she don't need him. She don't need him. He needs her.
What were you about to say, Denise? Jump in.
I feel like what Quentin, what you're saying is you say side just because he's not the main person that she's in the relationship with. So you just reference side to you ain't the main one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do. That's correct.
So I think we're like on the same page, but it's kind of semantics a little bit, but we kind of like on the same page.
Okay.
But I agree with Stacey and Nikki. It's a violation of trust because at the end of the day, if you said that you had this conversation with Will and you said that you consented to this relationship, you know, you weren't taken advantage of, you knew what it was, you weren't lied to, and then later found out that she was married and some crazy ass shit like that. Like you knew what was going on, and you decided, if this is even true, because he could be making shit up to sell this album.
I don't think so.
Not. We don't know.
That poor baby was in love. I heard it in his voice.
He's not making it up.
I mean, I'm just saying it's all true. I'm just waiting on the red table talk, y'all, so we can, we're gonna have to read part 2 for the red table. But I'm just saying,
Right about that. Yeah.
We can do that.
I'm just saying, like, he violated, and I feel like he violated because she moved on and he wasn't ready to. Because this sounds like it doesn't sound like she did him wrong, because he never once said that she did him wrong.
I think you can't be done wrong in an open relationship, can you?
Well, that's kind of where I am. If you are not like, kind of back to what Quentin was saying, if you're not the husband, or if you're not if you're not the spouse, then you are extra. You're extra.
Cheating is the only way you can do somebody wrong in a relationship. So you I don't think cheating is the only way that you can do something wrong. So
I don't think in an open relationship, can you do somebody wrong in an open relationship? I don't know if you can, right? Like,
well, no. Here's how you do it wrong: is what that kid did with running his mouth.
Right.
He did it
right.
wrong.
But to get to that point, there's nothing Jada could have done to make him feel as though that's what he should have done.
Right, because she was married to somebody else. Like, what do you like? She's got a husband.
He got mama issues. He got mama issues. He has mama issues. Period.
I do think a person can be mistreated in the open relationship. I don't think that's what's happening.
Sure.
I just think he wasn't ready to move on, and she was, and he's feeling a little bit of a way about that.
Oh
so
man,
he wants the whole thing up, not knowing that Will nor Jada go anywhere.
Okay, really quick, because it's, oh my God, there's so many different directions I'm gonna go with this. But Nikki, let me ask you, or Stacey, or Denise, I don't know, is there a difference between an open relationship and a poly relationship?
Yes.
Tell me, educate me, please.
I'm not sure. I think there's a difference.
Who's got the background noise?
I'm not sure yet.
I don't know. It's a whole lot of background.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay, now it's fine.
I'll go in the garage, maybe.
Hey, Ram.
Sorry, okay, Stacey, you were saying.
Okay.
Because I don't know enough about the actual definitions of poly, like I said, other than just, a couple who has additional love interest, and it is an agreed upon, sexual, emotional, whatever, whatever. Like, it's an agreed upon thing. There are rules, there's hierarchy, like that's, versus open could just be, I don't know, me and somebody, and sometimes, they can do what they do, and sometimes I can do what I do, but, we still do our, I don't know if that's
a really firm understanding. That's really good. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, with open, it's like, it's a possibility, like we're choosing to stay together because, but if there's something else that has something that fulfills me, then I'm open to go and explore that. Whereas poly goes in with the intention of we're going to be with other people. Open
and isn't poly like where you're actually like cohabitating, you're co-working, you're co-living, you're
not
isn't poly like
necessarily
having co-experience?
Not necessarily at all.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's for me.
So maybe maybe I can put it like this. So open is kind of like a tornado watch, and poly is a tornado warning.
Okay.
You just confused. Okay, tornado watch and a tornado.
But
a tornado watch is, hey, the conditions are such that maybe a tornado would happen. And then a tornado warning is, hey, there's a tornado right down the block right there. So that's kind of the difference between open and poly.
Got you.
Okay. We're gonna step back for half a second. Denise, let me ask you this, and then I'm gonna go around a little bit. How do you feel about, just looking from the outside in, how do you feel about Jada and Will's relationship? To me, it seems like a beautiful relationship to me.
I think it's beautiful. I think they are the best friends in the world. I think their relationship goes so far beyond romance.
Right.
That it's just like, I think that's what relationships should be, because honestly, romantically, when it comes to romance, like, feelings come and they go. You love somebody, you hate them. But if they're your friend,
right,
they'll just be around, which is why I understand that term life partner, because their bond, you can tell, is unbreakable, because they're going to get through it no matter what, because that is their desire, is to get through any issue. And I think they're friends above everything. So I think it's a beautiful relationship. I absolutely adore it. I think, and I'm not putting it on a pedestal, because I believe it's hard. By how they talk about it and explain it, they definitely say that it's hard and that they've had to do a lot of work. But that's the beauty of it, that they don't pretend like it's some fantastic like relationship. They admit that it's hard, but they also truly appear to love each other, in my opinion.
Right.
Well, they respect each other. There has to obviously be a level of respect where you can go through the shit that you're gonna go through as two imperfect humans who come to each other with some imperfect fucking scenarios that we're never trained to know how we're supposed to deal with, first of all. So then when you realize, I do like this motherfucker, this is my friend, this might be worth, trying to bang some things out. And if their dynamic has allowed them to sexually have these transparent conversations of, damn, we got together young, and yeah, we've been together forever, but fuck, like, and who knows who they are? We don't know who they are. We know TV shows us who they are. So in their real world, hell yeah, big fucking kudos to them for making it last this long through all this. Think of this shit we go through as normal people. Think of the shit they go through as fucking celebrities on multiple levels. So fuck it, they're happy. Who the fuck am I to say anything about their love relationships as long as they're consensual? You know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy that people feel any type of way, period, about what these 2, 3, 7 fucking adults do together. Like, what?
I'm still gonna move around this question a lot, but I'm gonna get a little bit, because I got a lot. It's a whole lot of angles I can and will go with this for a second. But let me, Rhea, jump in real quick. I'm gonna ask you, what do you feel? Because this is what I get. I get that for Will and Jada, they are past sex defining their relationship. Sex is one element of it, but there's so much more beyond that. We don't let or allow that to define what our relationship is. And I mean, just on the outside looking in, it looks beautiful. And even the way, it's something, because I was watching the interview with them, and just watching them talk, you can tell they really connect in ways that, you cannot connect in that type of way unless you are in tune with one another completely. But let me ask you, Rhea, what do you feel, just on the outside looking in, what do you feel, just think about the dynamic of Will Smith and Jada's relationship?
Well, I think everyone has the right to have their own individual relationship. And if that's what they want to do, then that's what they want to do. Personally, I like sex in the middle of mine. Like,
say sex is hold on, let me ask you this. Is sex the center and then everything else branches out from that?
I'm sorry?
I said, is sex in the center of the relationship and then everything else is branched out from that?
Where's the love?
You know what? Hold on. It sounds funny, but think about it. What is the primary deal breaker when it comes to most relationships? Infidelity. So even though that's not what a lot of people will say verbally, it seems like more than anything else, that is the center, and then everything else is surrounded around that. But anyway, go ahead, finish saying what you're saying.
I was just saying that's my choice to keep that part important, but I think that's their business. I'm not quite sure why she is not saying that it actually happened or not. maybe
she said she's supposed to talk. She's supposed to talk about it, right? In her next Red Table Talk. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't know if she said that's what she was going to talk about, but yeah, I mean, I'm thinking the only reason that she wouldn't say is maybe it might affect her business, but other than that, I don't think it's anything to be shameful of. I think that's their choice, and I know a lot of people who make that choice and don't have a problem with it.
But do you think celebrities are held to a higher standard, and they are the examples of us, and that's why there's so much controversy?
More. I think they can do more. Like, who cares? Do what you this is your life. Do what you want.
But then we even look in politics, they want to do what they want. Then why is politics such a scandal? You want to get people out of the White House or
taking it there. All right, let me ask a question based off some. I don't know if you said it or I said it, but it's a thought. Ivory, I want you to jump in on this. Are you listening? You see me? You're kind of dark. That's my sister, so I'm messing with her. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen, she has a dope video out of a poem. It's super fly. I'll post it on Freethinkers if I haven't done it already. But I had a thought that came to me when I said it seems like I think in most relationships, sex is in the center or the core most valuable thing in a relationship because of infidelity being the easiest way that somebody could have a deal breaker. Do you feel like in most relationships that Yehukanah, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, sir. Do you feel that sex is the center of most relationships and everything else branches out from that? And you on mute, so jump in.
No, I don't. I think if sex is the center of a relationship and everything branches out from that, it's going to be a short-lived relationship. Okay. Because it just can't be the center. I mean, life happens and sex just can't be as important as sex once was in your relationship. That's just what I believe in general. But
what do you think is the center?
I think a partnership has to be the center of a relationship. Yeah, like I people say friendship, but not even that. Like, you have to be good partners. Like, especially a marriage is like a business arrangement. Like, you have to be great business partners to stay in a marriage together.
So do you believe that money is the center of a relationship?
No, I think.
So you believe communication is the center of the relationship?
A partnership. Think about it the way you think about a business that runs well.
So you don't believe there's any particular thing that is the center of a relationship?
You being able to run life well together.
I got you.
Together.
There's no there is no center of a okay. I got you.
But sex is a big part of that partnership. It can't be the center, but it is a big part of it. And I mean, I'm with people doing whatever they feel or whatever, but I think the issue for me, and everybody's coming from different backgrounds, is you expose yourself to things when you do these type of things that you might not have been ready for, or the relationship wasn't ready for. But you thought it was cool at the time. So that's why I would never be cool with something like that. And I don't think it's a good idea for anybody, honestly. This is just me. Because sex is an experience, and you're experiencing something new with somebody else that maybe you have an experience with me. Maybe you don't have a good partnership with them, but now you stuck on something they did.
That one thing.
You stuck on something that they did, and now y'all are stuck together in something that's taken away from our thing.